pause your walking routine? I realize that seems extreme, but for those beyond 65 relying solely on walking for fitness, you might be hastening muscle deterioration rather than preventing it. Let me explain the research. Past 60, your body develops what scientists call anabolic resistance. Your muscular system grows increasingly unresponsive to minimal intensity activities like walking. According to the Journal of Physiology's 2016 findings, research indicates seniors can experience 1 to 2% annual muscle mass decline, despite maintaining physical activity. This explains why I've encountered numerous seniors who walk daily, maintain proper nutrition, and prioritize wellness, yet continue finding it difficult to rise from furniture, navigate staircases, or bounce back from tumbles. The issue isn't personal failure, it's physiological reality. Walking benefits cardiovascular health, but proves insufficient for muscular maintenance. Your current physical need transcends additional footsteps. You require proper activation movements signaling your muscular tissue, skeletal joints, and neural pathways. Your body still requires these systems. Throughout this presentation, I'll demonstrate 3 evidence-based Japanese-influenced movements that restore muscular power, enhance equilibrium, and demand under 10 minutes daily. 0 fitness facilities, 0 special tools. When you're prepared to restore your physical capability, leave a response stating, "I refuse to decline." I personally review each message. Movement 1. The seated air position, drawn from Japanese Kagami squat principles. This transcends simple leg conditioning, it forecasts self-sufficiency. The seated air position represents a modified static squat derived from Japanese Kagami tachi methods. Tranquil power through motionlessness. Yet within this simplicity lies profound science. Evidence demonstrates that lower limb strength, particularly quadriceps and gluteal muscles, connects directly to independent living capacity beyond 70, actually. Failing to stand from seating without hand assistance ranks among the earliest frailty warning signs, per the National Institute on Aging. Consider the science. Static holds maintaining positions without motion activate neuromuscular systems more effectively in aging populations. These movements strengthen fast-twitch muscle tissue, which deteriorates earliest with aging and proves essential for fall prevention and balance recovery. Contrasted with walking, this movement requires active participation from hip joints, knee joints, ankle joints, and torso stabilizers, simultaneously strengthening the neuromuscular pathway. Since you're maintaining position rather than bouncing, joint stress decreases. Philosophically, this reflects the Japanese concept of ikigai, purposeful daily micro-practices. A single controlled squat appears unimpressive, yet compounded across time, it reconstructs resilience physiologically. Crucially, it builds self-assurance. The variety declaring, "I possess the ability to exit this seat. I can navigate without apprehension. My strength persists." This signal penetrates beyond muscular tissue. Execution steps. Position yourself before a solid chair or wall surface, feet aligned with shoulder width. Lower your hips gradually as though preparing to sit, but halt 1 to 2 inches from the surface. Sustain this stance for 5 seconds. Notice your upper leg muscles activate, your midsection contract, push through your heel areas, and return upright with deliberation. Begin with 5 repetitions, sustaining each 5 seconds. Pause between repetitions when necessary. Progress toward 3 rounds, 3 weekly sessions. Adjustment options. For sensitive knee joints, position a cushion atop the chair for additional support or decrease squat depth. Success isn't measured by descent distance, it's determined by consistency. Today's single repetition becomes tomorrow's confidence. Movement 2. Elevated surface push-up, drawn from Japanese Shinkata form principles. Your upper torso strength extends beyond object manipulation. It encompasses self-protection, break-fall responses, and pushing yourself upward following tumbles. This makes the elevated surface push-up vital after 65. Contrasted with wall-based push-ups, frequently too gentle for triggering strength development, the elevated surface push-up provides appropriate resistance for engaging critical muscle clusters, chest muscles, shoulder muscles, arm extensors, and core stabilization systems without overtaxing wrists or shoulder joints. Based on American College of Sports Medicine research, upper body resistance work in aging adults substantially enhances functional movement capacity, postural management, and decreases fall probability. There's additional benefit. Beyond 60, we forfeit not merely muscle, but neuromuscular coordination, the brain's capacity for efficient muscular communication. The push-up movement pattern retrains this communication network, rendering daily activities like bed departure, door opening, or self-steadying feel simpler, safer, and more instinctive. Japanese movement philosophy views strength as grace. Shinkata, meaning polished form, prioritizes intentional mindful sequences. This surpasses mere push-up execution. It's a practice of self-dignity, acknowledging that each movement holds significance. Quantity becomes irrelevant. Reconnecting with your physical form matters most, affirming, I retain capability. My presence endures, my value persists. That represents the genuine strength under development. One measured press sequentially. Execution steps. Stand toward a reliable kitchen counter or firm surface approximately hip elevation. Position your palms flat along the edge, shoulder-width spacing. Relocate your feet backward 1 to 2 feet until your frame creates a mild angled line. Gradually bend elbow joints, descending your chest counterward across 2 to 3 second intervals. Push upward smoothly, returning to initial position. Begin with 8 to 10 repetitions, pause and duplicate for 2 to 3 rounds based on comfort level. Execute this 3 weekly sessions. Adjustment options. Should this feel inadequate, step further backward. Should difficulty arise, step nearer. Preserve control, breathe consistently, and emphasize technique. This concerns purposeful pressing, not forceful pressing. Movement 3. Reverse stepping lunge with chair assistance, drawn from Japanese Ashiro equilibrium training principles. This singular movement can transform your body's unexpected situation response. The reverse stepping lunge appears straightforward, yet addresses a concealed vulnerability, your body's balance recovery ability when disrupted. For adults exceeding 65, this transcends optional, it's life-preserving. Tumbles represent the primary injury-related mortality cause among elderly Americans per CDC data. Most tumbles occur backward or sideways, not frontward. What's the significance? Most movements propel you forward, ambulatory movement, stair navigation, cycling. Yet backward motion conditions the posterior muscle chain, your gluteal muscles, rear thigh muscles, calf muscles, and deep stabilization muscles. More significantly, it stimulates proprioception, your brain's position sensing capacity, and instant adjustment ability. This explains why advanced balance protocols, including those from Japanese longevity populations, incorporate controlled backward stepping. It embodies the principle of Ashiro ni Sushum, retreating to advance. Success doesn't require force, it requires neural system adaptation and recovery training. The reverse stepping lunge develops footing confidence. It improves core stability, joint regulation, and conditions safe weight transfer, critical capability when stumbling or requiring quick pivots. Psychologically, this movement declares, even during backward steps, I maintain control. This mentality, this composed, centered power may constitute this year's most valuable training element. Execution steps. Stand erect adjacent to a solid chair or countertop surface. Rest one hand gently for assistance. Move your right foot directly rearward, maintaining upright torso positioning and engaged core. Descend slightly through front knee bending. Maintain elevated rear heel. Sustain for 1-2 seconds, then drive through your forward foot, returning upright. Alternate legs and duplicate opposite side. Begin with 6 repetitions per leg, pause and finish 2 cycles. Execute this movement 2 to 3 weekly sessions. Adjustment options. Descend only to comfortable depths. Deep range proves unnecessary, the control matters most. Emphasize slow, measured movement with fluid transitions. Properly executed, this conditions your body for self-catching before tumbles occur. Practical guidance for seniors and contraindication considerations. Prior to initiating novel exercise programs, honoring your body and physician's guidance proves essential. These movements offer safe effectiveness for most adults beyond 65, though universal applicability doesn't exist. You should bypass or adjust these movements if you possess recent joint replacement or significant surgical history, severe arthritic discomfort, vertigo, or unstable equilibrium, stroke or neurological condition recovery without medical authorization. If applicable, seek physical therapy guidance for individualized adjustments. For remaining participants, consider these essential suggestions. Utilize assistance constantly. A chair, counter, or wall serves as your ally. Begin modestly. Even 1 or 2 repetitions generate progress. Prioritize technique over velocity. Measured movement trains cognitive function equally with muscular tissue. Additionally, recall, mild discomfort proves acceptable. Genuine pain does not. These movements don't emphasize increased intensity. They emphasize improved intelligence. Crucially, maintain compassionate mindset. You're not lagging behind. You're reconstructing. Each controlled step executed today transforms into tomorrow's confidence. Final thoughts. Strength beyond 65 doesn't involve heavy lifting or gym membership. It involves personal commitment through modest, regular practices accumulating into something substantial. The 3 movements you've just discovered appear simple, yet rest upon legitimate science and extensive evidence. They challenge your physical and cognitive systems equally. They assist rebuilding the neuromuscular coordination, protecting you when life delivers surprises. They remind your muscular tissue you continue needing them. Within Japanese longevity philosophy exists a term ikigai, your morning motivation. Intentional movement becomes purpose component. It transcends physicality, it's profoundly individual. It's emotional, it affirms, I value this physical form. I value maintaining independence. My journey continues. Perhaps you've avoided exercise for years. Perhaps you've experienced previous falls creating attempt hesitation. That's acceptable. Commence with 1 repetition, 1 gentle squat, 1 conscious push, 1 stable backward step. Because movement facilitates strength reclamation and accompanying confidence, autonomy, and happiness. I encourage you to leave a response stating, I completed the initial step. It appears minor, yet signifies something major. Affirmatively, I review all responses. Before departing, I encourage continued exploration. Currently visible on your display are additional movements inspired by Japanese longevity practices that have assisted millions of aging adults globally maintain strength, equilibrium, and independence. They're straightforward, they're effective, and they might represent precisely what your physical form anticipates. Therefore, take your time, navigate through, identify what resonates. Remember, speed isn't required. Perfection isn't required. Commencement alone matters. Should nobody have mentioned this today, your strength exceeds your perception.